All right, if you're PMP certified or you're looking to become PMP certified, you're a project manager, you're managing some folks, you're in that job market, I got some pretty bad news for you. All right, this is pretty devastating news in my opinion. Let's see what this is. By the way, it's bad news not just for you, but for your team members and everybody else in your business. Let's take a look. So here's an article on Indeed CEO. So Indeed is a job platform in the United States. They may be bigger overseas, I'm not sure, but it's a big job platform. Their CEO, his name is Chris, is saying about 2/3 of jobs include tasks that AI can do. So that's interesting. So this guy is saying, by the way, the link to this article below. So this guy is saying that 2/3 of jobs, that's over 60% of the jobs on the Indeed platform, has tasks that AI can do. But here's the thing, and if you read the rest of the article, you're going to also see that a lot of people just don't know AI. Now, what you guys should be doing is updating your skills on AI as much as possible. And if you're a project manager, you know AI is really important. By the way, if you don't know AI, check out my AI course on Udemy. On Udemy, it has we just crossed 7,000. Now it's up 7,800 learners with a 4.6 star here. Link below for this one. And it's a price of like 2 coffees. It's like really, really cheap. Anyway, Trey, so what you guys got to do is you guys got to update your skills on AI. Because if you think about this, over 60% of the jobs have tasks in them that AI can actually do. That's pretty big, man. That's really big. And if you don't know how to use AI, you're probably not going to be able to do a lot of those tasks efficient anyhow. A lot of people think they know AI, but they really don't. You know how many people don't even know what GPT stands for? Remember something. If you don't understand the technology, you wouldn't know what its limitations are, what can it not do versus what it could do. Let's continue in this article here because it does go on to say something like, but there's no posted role yet AI can do completely on its own. So that's interesting. So there's no jobs on Indeed yet that they see that where AI can do 100% of the actual task. Now, I do want to point out that they'll probably never see that because, let's be realistic. If there is a job that AI could do 100% of, there's no need to put it on Indeed, right? Because think about this. If I got a job that has task A, B, and C has to get done, but an AI chatbot can do all 3 of it for me, then you know what? I don't need to put it on Indeed because I'm not looking to hire anyone. All right, moving on here. Let's take a look. Let's go into this a little bit here. He does go on to say that doesn't mean you should throw your hands up and prepare for bots to take your job. However, there are many roles AI isn't capable of doing, and even more, it'll never be capable. I would never use this word never because this word never is a tricky word to use. What I would say is that as of right now, AI can't do everything. For example, right now, let's talk project management because that's what we do here. AI could create a project charter. It could create the entire project management plan. It could identify all the risks, give you all the mitigation steps. It could determine what roles is needed for what task. It could determine your quality metrics, build your entire budget, build your entire schedule, of course, build the entire scope. So it could do a lot of the planning. But when the project goes into execution, you're very, very limited because AI may be able to help a coder with the actual code itself. But if you don't know what to ask it, it may not be able to generate the right code. So you still need coders. You may not need a lot of them, but you'll need some of them. AI can't paint this room yet, at least not that I know of anyhow. It can't lay bricks or build an entire building, not yet anyhow. I'm not going to say never because the world is kind of weird and things change pretty quickly. Now, I do want to point out that AI does change very, very fast. And even though this article, and I'll disagree here, never, you know what? AI changes quick every single week. If you take the course with me, I update it, as you can see, very, very frequently. We just add in a bunch of stuff into it. As the new technology changes, I'm always updating the course. And when you buy the course, you get all the updates. Like, for example, deep research in ChatGPT is amazing if you haven't used that yet. All right. It says here we have 300 million job seekers coming to Indeed every month, and there's a lot of anxiety. AI is going to hurt, help or hurt. Now, I've always said this: AI is going to hurt a lot of people, but it's also going to help a lot of people. Listen, AI is not going to take your job, although it might. But somebody that knows AI and knows how to leverage it really, really well will definitely take your job away. Employers want people that are more efficient, more effective at doing something. Effective means you do a good job. Efficient means you do it quick and cheap. So that's what employers are looking for, because everybody wants great products at a cheaper price. If you're able to utilize AI to help that company make an amazing product at a cheaper price, you're ahead of the game. So make sure that you know AI well. But don't hold on, don't end the video. There's a really interesting part to this article that I do want to go over. And no, I'm not going to sell you another class. I don't have a class for this one. No. Let's continue going here. It does say as of February, you mentioned this, there's no job posted on Indeed that AI can completely do on its own. All right. AI can do math very well. It can't draw an IV very well. I own a medical school. We do teach phlebotomy. I'm going to agree with this. I don't think AI is going to be drawing anybody's blood anytime soon. And if it does, I'll be pretty scared to have an AI bot push a needle in my arm. I don't think that's going to happen right away in there. It does go on to say that it's going to make a lot of jobs more productive. For example, if you have AI bots doing things for you, creating your plan, doing all your management or creation of certain documents, so management of documents, creation of certain project documents, that gives you more time to spend gaining your customer requirements, dealing with customer issues, managing your team, dealing with team issues and vendor issues. So it's going to give us more time to concentrate on the work that matters. And that's going to bring me to this part here. Let's go in here. There's something here, right here. Still, let's go over this because I think this is important. Still, as the world of work becomes more and more technologically advanced, it is important for employees to hone the human or soft skills that AI cannot replicate. Yes, AI is a robot. It doesn't have strengths. It cannot do empathy. At least it doesn't have a conscience yet. It's not the Terminator yet. Compassion, decision making, teamwork, collaboration will remain highly valuable in the workplace to come. So here's what I'm telling you guys right now. And you guys can read the rest of this. I think a lot of us know this already. A lot of technical skills are going to die or go away or is not really needed that much valuable. I prefer, put in the comments below if you guys agree with this. I prefer to hire a programmer that is amazing to speak to, really understands me, knows how to communicate well, in other words, understand when I'm upset, understand when I'm excited, and learn how to deal with my emotions as a sponsor and or a customer. I prefer to hire a programmer that does that well and is not technically skilled in coding versus someone that barely knows how to communicate, has no emotional intelligence. Everything I mentioned there was part of emotional intelligence, but is technically skilled. I prefer to have someone that is high emotional intelligence and low technically skilled versus someone that is technically skilled with low emotional intelligence. Why? Because if I hire someone that can communicate really well and they really understand what I'm looking for, have ChatGPT write the codes, man. Listen, I wrote code on a payment gateway that I didn't know much about, and I didn't know how to code it well. Now I do write code, by the way, but ChatGPT wrote most of the code for me, almost all of it actually. And you know what? I don't need to write code anymore, but I do need to understand customer requirements. So what do you guys, would you guys hire someone that is high emotional intelligence and low skill? Or would you guys hire someone low emotional intelligence, but highly technically skilled? I'm going with the guy that's best at communication. So here's what you guys should be doing. Learn AI. Check out the course, by the way. Link below. I put a coupon. It's super cheap. It's like the price of 2 Starbucks coffee, I believe. Learn AI, know it well, because I'm telling you guys, if you don't know it, somebody that does will replace you. And learn a lot about emotional intelligence. Learn a lot about communicating. Learn how to present. Learn how to deal with problems. Learn how to excite your team members, motivate your team members, I should say. Learn how to deal with difficult people. That's skills that we should all be working on right now. Now, I don't have any course for that or really recommendations. I'm pretty sure if you guys go on Amazon, you'll find a ton of books on it. Maybe the Udemy platform have some amazing course on it. I don't have a course on it, but you should definitely do that. If you want me to make a course on it, though, put in the link below if you think I should make a course like that. I don't like making courses that doesn't sell or a lot of people are not interested in. But if you want me to make a course like that, put in the link below. Check out this article. I think it's really important, this article here. And with that in mind, guys, hopefully you learned something in this video. Check out this article, and I'll see you in the next video.